Hello and welcome everyone to another episode. Yes! So, we are off to build our Minmus Station and amazing stuff. That's basically all I have to say about that. We have been working tirelessly with Minmus, I think, on this entire, not even just this series, all of my series that I have, my career mode, my sandbox, and my modded series. Jesus, all we've been doing is focusing on Minmus. So, I mean, it's not a bad thing, but let's see. Can we use... I don't think I actually have... Transmit the data. Yes, transmit... Okay, yeah, we are using the satellite dish. I was curious as to whether or not we were using the satellite dish or whatever, but let's start cleaning out the experiment here so we can keep doing more experiments. I'm still learning this whole career mode and cleaning out the experiments stuff, but overall it's, you know, it's not that bad. I wish we could clean experiments a little bit faster. We do have Mr. Bill and Bob on this launch, but I can't seem to click on the door here for some reason or another. Yeah, I don't know. It's not letting me click on the door. We can't... I guess they're locked in there forever. We'll never get to see them again. Sorry, Bob. Actually, we'll just keep the same. Yeah, that's fine. We're pretty much exceeding the speed limit, but we're so far out of the atmosphere right now, it's really not that big of a deal. At least the lower portion of the atmosphere, we're not really going to lose much on drag. So, yeah, we got our the science module. I see, I had a misunderstanding as far as how to unlock it and everything else. I did not know that I already basically had it unlocked. So I was very confused last episode as far as the unlocking of it and everything. I did not know it was basically just like a locked thing and all you had to do was click a button, you could unlock it basically. So, well, you know, things happen. That's all I can say. But we do have our science experiments going on, and I'm gonna keep doing these all the way there basically. Okay, yeah, we'll transmit the data. Yes, I know it renders it inoperable, and we should keep turning over. And look at that, you can see the stars now. I did not really ever notice that before, and we have not been doing a very good grav turn, that's all I can say. Come on. Are these engines out of fuel yet? Dear God. I kind of expected them to be out of fuel at some point, but I guess not. We got a definitely pretty overpowered rocket right now, so I think we can do another experiment. Let's see. Yeah, we'll take it through the lab. Yeah, we'll do it through the lab. There we go. And that will give us 0.4 science, but if we recover it, then we'll even get more. See, I'm still very confused as to how the science and all this stuff actually works. 100%. Yeah, just reset the experiment. So, wow, this is a pretty excessive rocket we got into orbit here. I really did not... I kind of figured we'd eventually get rid of this stage, but that's not that bad. I'm not complaining. There we go. Now we're in space, finally. There we go. Probably waited a little bit too long, too, for this burn. And our engines should be out. Get rid of those. Perfect. This launch is actually going very well, and I'm actually somewhat surprised. I'm very sure that we have way more fuel than we need. And that won't be good if we get all this fuel all the way to Minmus, because, you know, my last episode, I could barely even get a full tank of fuel to Minmus. So I think that had to do with the fact that I just didn't build a big enough rocket, but I'm not complaining. So let's see. I'm going to do another experiment here. I think I basically have bled out this experiment Yeah, basically to the point where you're not going to earn any science whatsoever. So, no point in doing any of that. So let's see, oh, there we go. Yeah, I can actually do an EVA. So I can do EVAs and then basically take an EVA report real quick. And I'll keep the data, even though it probably won't do us any good. So, can I actually do more research? Yeah, I can. Or no, I can't, I guess. Discard. So anyways, guys, I will see you once we get in orbit around Minmus. And we're back, guys. So it looks like I think we are going to have a little bit of fuel to spare, and that this should be enough to possibly replenish the fuel that we used on the last mission. So I was considering possibly docking up with the station and maybe moving it. I don't know as far as how I want to move it or where I want to move it to, or maybe correct the orbit a little bit, but I'm not even really opposed to the kind of orbit it has either. I really don't care so much, so it's not that big of a deal. So it looks like we're gonna have to do a little burn here to bring these two together. That's not bad at all. So the one thing I will say is this thing has just insane maneuverability. I am just completely surprised that something like this would have such great maneuverability. Alright, there we go. Perfect. Come on. There. We missed the... Actually, no, we're fine. We can still do the burn. It's such a small amount that it really wouldn't matter. There we go. Just knock it back with RCS. Perfect. So let's try... I was trying to do a few of the experiments while we were in transit, but it really looks like we have... at least I have bled all these experiments till death already. And for some reason, Jeb just doesn't want to hang on, and we will definitely take the scientific data there. 32, oh god. Jeb, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh god. There we go. And we'll store the experiments, and I don't think after... yeah, I don't really think. I think we'll have to transmit the data. And that's looking good. So we'll just do another EVA real quick to see if we can actually collect more data. Something tells me not. Yeah, no, we can. So the whole science thing in this, it really is kind of, it's a bit puzzling to me in certain ways, but I can't really complain so much. Now, this should have been, yeah, we'll set this as a target. There we go. Like I was saying, we should have already had an encounter, or not had an encounter, but we should have an encounter set up. But I just didn't even realize. There we go. So the one thing I will say is on the station is the science module will not be where it is right now on this craft. I'm actually going to dock it up on a separate docking port, and then I'm going to put everything else in a different docking. Like, I just kind of plan on separating these things out. They're not going to be in the exact configuration they're in right now. I don't really like the configuration they're in right now, and I didn't want the science module to actually be attached to the laboratory. I really didn't care so much for that. I think it looks a little funky looking that way, and I kind of want stuff to be spread out, and if anything, I can get another, I guess, station part out here or something, and we can kind of separate stuff out and move things around again as this station will grow. I mean, this is more built out of necessity, so it's not the most beautiful looking station. That's all I will say. We'll just knock this over a little bit more. Just get ourselves perfectly lined up with it. We are getting kind of close. I'm not that concerned. I think we should start slowing down around now-ish, though, since we only have about 6 seconds until we hit this thing. There we go. So just do a little burn and knock this back on center. Perfect. This is... I'm not even really using the RCS fuel right now, which is even better. Let's see. Alright, this will be our target. And I'll start slowing it down as we get fairly close. I don't think we're going to be that bad, so... Come on. I don't think it's going to take me that long to dock all this stuff up, though. That's going to be the good part, at least. There we go. Wow. That is some very good flying, I do gotta say. Most of the time I kind of suck at it, so... At least the docking. Come on. There we go. Just line it up nice and perfect. Let's bring this up. Yeah, that is that. That is definitely that. So go forward. Go forth. This thing's got pretty good RCS control, too. I didn't expect it to have such good control. Whoa. Slow down. Oh god. Let's turn this off. There we go. Just kind of pulled the whole station towards us. That's looking fairly lined up. I'm okay with this, pretty much. I don't really... Oh god. There we go. I don't really have any preference in the way that it really looks, but I'm just trying to make it at least look somewhat decent. Presentable. Presentable. Keyword there. Okay, so we'll decouple, and yeah, we don't have any control over that. I was gonna move stuff around. Silly me. Let's see. Alright, we'll just dock up right here. All we really have to do is just kind of spin around. It shouldn't be that bad. So yeah, this first station's not that bad. I mean, I'm just a little too nitpicky. So, how many RCS ports are on here? Okay, never mind. I thought there was like 8 on the back. I was like, that's why this thing has like such amazing control. There we go. Alright, come on. So, we need to go... Definitely not forward. Yeah, there we go. And up, 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 up. Alright, yeah, and back a little bit too. There we go. Alright, slow this down a little bit. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. And just go up. Yeah, this is not that bad. I really did not think this was going to come together this well. Mostly because, you know, once again, I keep complaining about it, but it is the sandbox, or not the sandbox, this is the career mode, so we really don't have a lot of parts unlocked right now, so I'm just not overly happy about that whole thing. So let the station kind of pull us in. Hopefully this is just a nice clean dock. We don't have to fix anything. Yeah, everything's looking good. So, alright, whoa. We just screwed up the orbit. See, once again, I was telling you guys before, fixing the orbit on stuff, while it is good, sort of, there's a good chance you're going to end up screwing it up by doing something stupid like what I just did. So, alright, come on, stop moving. Turn on the SAS. There we go. So I'm going to try to do some experiments, at least for right now. I ended up bringing the science module too because I just figured it might be a good thing to bring along with us. I mean, it's not, I don't really think we needed it for anything, but it's still useful. That's keyword there, useful. Definitely useful. So we can definitely collect some science, whatever we can get. I really don't know how much that's going to be, but it will be worth it, hopefully, in the end. So we got all the fuel full, and we still got a lot of fuel. I'm almost considering, I mean, once we decouple this thing, and we can't really do, you know what? We don't need it. See you later. No regrets. That's, you know, whatever. Don't hit the station. That, oh, Jesus. Alright, we need to crash this. There we go. Perfect. See you later. Thank you. You served us very well, but we have our station now. And Bill and Bob are very happy, but we can't see them right now. I can't wait until they actually add an interior to these science modules, because then it's really going to make it look awesome. So this thing really doesn't want to be stable. Otherwise it is stable and I'm just like freaking out. I don't know. So let's see. We can't do any science at all. It basically is just, there's no science to be done. I did end up putting another thermometer on here, and it says 0. Wow, that is I don't know what's wrong with it. I think it's broken. Got a broken thermometer. Yeah, well, so anyways, guys, we do now have sort of a station with Bill and Bob on, or no, is it Jeb and Bill? Yeah, Jeb and Bill. Bob will be making his way out here shortly. I'm going to end up probably attaching another station piece to this, getting a few more Kerbals out here. We definitely need to start loading up on fuel. The one thing we will be doing is we will be landing on different areas of Minmus. I do have planned on the North Pole and the South Pole, and probably I'm gonna try to see if I can find a map of some of these biomes. I don't really want to just hunt for them because I probably won't find any of them. So let's take a look into the science and see what we earned this mission. But wait, first I think I'm going to try to at least do one more and see if we can get anything. Yeah, nope, nothing. Get back in. I will see you in the science center. Yeah, so we're up to like 63 science. It's looking okay, I guess. Once we really got to start getting these missions underway. It's really kind of sucky right now that we don't really have any real experiments that we can do. I'm pretty sure there's stuff I'm missing out on, which if you guys want to let me know in suggestions, go ahead, but I always tend to overlook certain things, but I think we definitely got most of the stuff. The one thing it's going to be really hard is, like, unlocking some of this stuff. It just... 300 research points. That's just insane. I don't know how I'm going to earn that much, but what I'm going to eventually do here is I'm going to look into building a reusable lander so we can get a lander going and set up on the base, or on the station, and yeah. So if you guys like what you see here, subscribe. There's always more to come. To all you new people, welcome. And yeah, I will see you next time.